Wow. Yes. Ewe. Serious talk all about love, life and death. Wow. So I just received an email from one of my old subscribers named New Water, who was a Marine who went out and had to see some bad stuff. My brother was a Marine, or I call them Mayans, warrior. Miguel apparently has ended his life. I talked to Miguel a lot. We had many good moments. Miguel was a beat maker. I honored him in one build where I rapped to his beats. He was struggling though and had mental health issues. And so sadly, there was a point where Miguel and I had to not talk to him anymore because it seemed like he was too dark and I just had to remove myself. In which now I just got an email where it said suicide note, which means that Saturn and Neptune, Shiva, death. The truth movement is not a game. The truth movement is not about looking for a hero. The truth movement is about dealing with our personal trauma. That is the truth. The abuse. Let go of your guilt. Let go of your fear. Even let go of what you thought you knew was correct. That's ego. I am finding a lot of connections in the Bhagavad Gita about what is the biggest problem with anyone who thinks that they might understand what truth is. So this is for Miguel. This is for anyone suicidal. I also have mental health issues. I've had dark thoughts in the past. Yes, you all have friends who are suicidal. You're living in a sick world ruled by what? Skull and bones, death. We're living in a corporate world. Corpse is a body. So it's not a game. And your superhero truthers have lost their way and are just as lustful, angry, probably suicidal, and will not tell you that. And then they give you videos of flat earth, diet, when they're all cheating on each other, running away from mommy and daddy issues. And when you simply want to talk to them about their personal trauma, they push you away. So we need to deal with the dark thoughts. We need to look into what is really happening with us. So I'd like to start this build with honoring anyone who's suffering, anyone who has low self-esteem, anyone who's given up because they can't go anywhere and they can't fit in, an outcast. Your outcast, okay. Your outcast is not out of bounds. Your outcast is in a place for ascension out of this reality. But the outcast seems to not feel accepted in the bounds of this false reality where there's nowhere to go because even your truthers aren't telling you their personal trauma and lie and get all kinds of special effects. I just had Miguel Nunez, New Water, wrote me a suicide letter. Do you understand me? Anyone coming to my channel playing games? I don't do this for money, to be cool, to go viral. I do this for children. I teach 8-year-olds they have a solar plexus, the sun, and a lunate bone, the moon in the hand. Krishna is the mother and the father, the moon and the sun, and is the absolute truth. That would be at AT&T. Where are you at? Where you at, yo? The absolute truth is you. Your trauma, not your astrology, not your PayPal account, not the ego, right? Not all the drama, how you dealt with your drama. I have received emails from many people where I did readings for mental health, not for my ego, to be some kind of a god figure and have groupies. I have no groupies. I have never flirted with anyone, never. And I've been teased by truthers, females, my mind. And meanwhile, I got Miguel Nunez writing me a suicide note because they're tired of truthers not going to their mommy and daddy issues. And when you ask them about their problems mentally with themselves, they push you away and have the nerve to go viral and only share flat earth and call meat eaters bum eaters and ejaculators bad people, when these people who are telling you you are bad are just as lustful and just as closed-minded as your abusive father, as your pedophile priest, yes, as your angry gang-banging whoever, your lieutenants, your medications that cause cancer. They are just as toxic. I am not this. I have received many emails. Jay, please decode my name. I feel suicidal. Jay, I don't feel so good. Thank you for my chat room. I'm focusing right now. Someone has written me a suicide note. It's real. It's real. When you come here and you look at me and you write comments, I appreciate all my subscribers. I am nothing without any one of you. But the truth movement is not a game. We are all suffering. And we go to a channel to look for something positive, something uplifting. But if the teacher is not living the truth and the domestic life is all a mess, that is a liar. That is a demigod worshiper. Not the absolute truth of Krishna talks to criminals and talks to people who are innocent. Krishna treats everyone as a friend. Only if you let go of your lust. Bhagavad Gita. Simple. Only if you let go of your fear. Fear of what? Fear of death. What is death? The journey. Tons of emails I get. Jay, I'm suicidal. My God, my husband lost his job. Real talk. Real talk. My husband, he just wants you to decode his name. I did this when I was dealing with racism, arthritis. I get up, I can't walk. Cheating women on me, women playing games and teasing me. An abusive mother who disowned me because I got mad back at her when she wanted to yell at me at 42 years old and treat me like that little child she whooped the ass of and would not apologize. Well, you better get angry. There's no kumbaya, no high roads. Miguel Nunez, my subscriber, has written me a suicide note, and I'm going to read it. This is the realest shit you will ever hear. Shame on you, truth movement people, not my subscribers. Shame on you, famous people with a video about Illuminati. It's all bad, with no mental health, no patterns, no what makes me unique. Hippocampus is Neptune's chariot. Where you have your Marine Corps in North Carolina. Miguel Nunez was a Marine, Mare, the water. This poor individual suffered and wrote me a suicide note. I'm going to read it. It's titled like this. Do not play with yourselves. Do not play with me. You are all traumatized. You don't got time for an opinion. You don't got time to look at my video looking for flaws. Look for your fucking personal trauma, and you can curse. Because Krishna says it's okay to kill as long as you let go of your ego. Did you hear what I said in the Bhagavad Gita? Take the high road. Give in. Be better. Let them whack you in the head with the nightstick. Metaphors. What are your truthers doing behind the scenes? Wake up. Here is the suicide note. Rest in breath. Miguel Nunez. It is called Untitled Son. Suicide note. And here is what Miguel Newwater said. Wow. I'm feeling emotional. I've been in this truth movement 4 years. And my mentor, Santos Bonacci, no beef, is lustful and angry and has a lot of groupies that have teased me. And I'm calling him out. And a Violet Mae Brown that you all might have know of, right? That you all wanted to raise money for. I don't have time for this shit. Teasing me, flirting with me, trying to get his money and his name and fame. And then he's pushing me away with all of his ex-girlfriends who are all personally traumatized by his abuse. He mentally abuses women So if you follow Santos Bonacci, you better ask him, how is his domestic life? Because he will not look me in my eyes. And then his little girlfriend groupies come flirting with me and they hurt me and they've teased me. When I have Miguel Nunez writing me a suicide note and he followed Santos Bonacci. Well, Santos Bonacci's not doing the work because most of his subscribers are still hurting. He's not focusing on his own personal trauma. Hey, Santos, what happened in Jehovah? Did you see some pedophilia? Did you do a little bit of dark shit? Hey, Mr. Bonacci, much love. How did you get out of jail? Did you make a deal? You still stay viral. All your videos have thousands of views and girls lusting for you, in which you call them cunts. Real talk. Retarded. Real talk. Anyone wants to share a video with Santos? You're going to get cursed behind your back. Do not do it. And if you want to talk to him nicely, he will avoid you because he has an itch. Well, I've been dealing with racism, car accident, near fucking life death experience. I get emails from his followers saying, Jay, I'm suicidal, just to code my name to help me feel better. And I did it and I saved many lives. And I've gone into the ghetto and I've turned around people that were fucking gangsters. One named Dakota. Showed him a tourist field. What is Santos doing? Waiting for donations. Calling people Radharani. And it's not just Santos. So hear me. If you follow a famous truther, you better ask them about their domestic fucking life. If they don't have it together, you get out of there and you come talk to me humbly. I deal with personal trauma. I have told you all my shit. I have told you what I have going on. This is not a game. I have borderline personality disorder, so-called. How'd I get that? My wife cheated on me, lied around like all you women do. You're all victims. Much love, though, but I was beaten by a woman. I can talk this shit. This diva shit, this goddess shit, this I want the right to abort it shit. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Your sperm does not understand feminism. Your sperm wiggles and it moves in the body of Krishna, a transgender. Homophobia, how? He's the mother and the father. And the Bhagavad Gita, which Santos does not talk to you about all of it. A poster, bracelets, plane tickets, raise money to keep me with this woman when you got followers who are suicidal. And this man is angry and saying faggot on Facebook. And I am queer. I'm a dancer. I don't give a fuck. You understand me? I got nothing to lose. I'm ready to die. Do you understand me? You need to get ready to not fear death. Don't take your life, though. Look in my link. At suicide, I have compassion, but I am fucking tired. The ego and everyone's into being a groupie and where's the and didn't I tell you all about that shit? Going and being a groupie and waiting for the video. And then now Miguel, one of my followers who I had to unfortunately kind of push away because he was really losing his mind with me and I couldn't be killed by his kindness, but I love my brother. Meanwhile, you're all waiting for videos. You're all sharing veganism and Santos Bonacci or this next female truther who is now sleeping with a construction company owner, conveniently fucking some other guy. Yes, I said it. STDs all over the place. I've heard herpes. Does Santos know that? He does not know that. Now I told you. Who has the herpes? Did you all know that? When I asked my friend, did you tell Santos you had this? Meanwhile, we have suicidal fucking subscribers waiting for a truther to open up the heart, be honest about their own shit, not the astrology and flat earth. I said, did you tell Santos that you have herpes? Oh, I think so. This is real shit. I think so. Wow. And this man has an itch? Oh, leave me alone. I'm sick. I have arthritis. Shut your mouth. I can barely walk. I've had 2 shoulder surgeries, ACL repair from Darwinist scar tissue that cracks my rib cage, and I cannot breathe while doing produce. I still go to work. While lifting apples, my back might go out, but I still give a fucking apple for free to a child of Krishna. What is your famous truther doing? There's no time for game. People are dying out here. I'm not mad at my chat room. So herpes in the truth community. Does Santos know that? Well, now you all know. I don't give a fuck. I'm tired. People are dying. I received a suicide note. And when this person, I talked to them, I said, this is not right. You should tell your lover that you have that. I've dated someone with HIV. It's not easy to get it. You got to have a match. Yes. And I'm negative. I've been tested. Has your famous truther, guru, perfect syncretist been tested? Meanwhile, he's sleeping with little girls that have herpes. And got it from their mama, apparently. I have compassion. It's not about the herpes. You can cure herpes. It's not about the herpes. I'm not judging the herpes. But you are all, well, you little groupies for Santos better be careful. You females, come here and find out right now that you have a fucking truther who might have herpes. And if he wants to come see me, he can come see me, but he will not. 2 years ducking me out of love. I said, hey man, your girlfriend is very angry. Your girlfriend is in fear of her life. And now I have a subscriber who is taking their own life because you have a truther who's so well known for being good at one thing, but treats his women like shit and is having reckless sex, which is lust. Bhagavad Gita says the first thing you got to deal with is your lust, which leads to anger. This is not anger. This is fire. Do you hear me? So what's your truther doing? What does he have wrong with him? Itching around. Weapons from the government? Okay. Well, why am I not itching? I've been here for fucking 4 years talking Rothschilds and shit. Why am I not itching? Where's my shit? Why aren't you all getting weapons to you since you're all awake and talking the truth, right? Ask questions, goddammit. Ask questions. How'd he get out of jail? Who was his Suge Knight to his Tupac Shakur to get him out? $100,000 in bills he owed for not paying tolls. How'd he get out? 1 year in jail. And he's a flat earther. And he's viral. And women want to go fuck him and have herpes. It's real. This is for Miguel. Don't you come here thinking that I'm going to make you feel comfortable and I'm going to flirt with you with syncretism only when I'm treating my women like shit and the students. And all of you are being called cunts behind your back. You better ask that man questions about what happened to him in Jehovah. Is he a Freemason? Yep. Did he do a deal? You know what I asked him? And this is not about Santos only. This is for Miguel, who wrote a suicide note, which I will read in a second. But we are at war. Your Bhagavad Gita is war. Starts off with war and having to die for something. And the person is so afraid. And Krishna says, fear is sin. Lust leads to fear and anger, which is a sin because you are perfect. This is an illusion. You might have to kill. You might have to die. But did you do the work? Were you a good person? Taking dead animals off the road, sticking to your talent, never letting someone say, you can't do that, you suck. That's meditation. Did you do your homework? Did you all know there are 2 ways to honor Krishna and the Bhagavad Gita? 2, meditation and knowledge. Simply, etymology. What am I doing? I'm trying to give you all that. None of those videos go viral. I don't care. But they're waiting for who? A Santos, a nature boy, pedophile, told his son to grab his dick after sex. I warned one of his followers. He was like, oh, but his information is so good. And then 2 years later, he gets burned by Nature Boy and says, Jay, thank you. Why did it take you 2 years? Even Violet was like, Jay, you were right. Santos is really angry and abusive. I need to get out. But she still stayed in. And now there's a herpes thing going on, which none of you know about. I have compassion. It's not about the herpes, y'all. But I'm going to block people that are delusional, flirting with me. 1 minute it's black, it's white. You don't like him, you like him. And now you're trying to spread truth and do birth chart readings when your domestic life is not balanced and you got suicidal followers following you. And I got a note today, Hare Krishna, don't you play with me. Not my chat room. I'm emotional. We've lost a soldier. Why? We don't deal with personal trauma. So you just heard some heavy shit about your fucking superhero. And he doesn't even know that shit. And he talks all kinds of shit about me being crazy. When I asked him, very simple, last point, I'm going to move on. But this is about Miguel, and you were at war. But I met Miguel through fucking Santos Bonacci. He was one of his followers. And I'm grateful because, of course, I got all of you through Santos, who was a domestically violent man. Tons of evidence, and I'm in the social scene. So don't tell me that I can't talk this shit, because his life His domestic life has intruded upon my life, and now one of his followers has killed themselves because your superhero truther does not deal with his personal trauma and tell you what's really wrong with his mama and his daddy and what he had to do to become so well known and go viral and conveniently have all this money and donations from you and say fucking Krishna. This is sick. Santos was sharing videos, very simple. Said, Jay, I love your work. Violet comes in, everything changes. She tells me, oh, I think he's jealous of you, Jay. I'm like, come on. Hey, talk to me, Santos. Oh, fuck it. I don't want to talk to you. So it was true. 2 years ducking me. Hey, brother, I love you. 2 years. Now it's on. Now it's on. Watch this. I gave him videos 2 months ago after he told me I'm sick. Don't send me any videos. For all of you who give him videos, he's the same way. I told you I'm sick. I'm here. Okay, I have an itch. Then why are you sharing my videos sometimes? Is it black or white? I said, since you are still sharing my videos, could you please share the ones with children, 8 years old? Knowing, review. Solar plexus the sun, and the lunate bone the moon. Simple. Not for me. Your children need to be seen. Not Santos, not even me. The babies, I'm teaching them. No one else is doing this. And now you have Miguel Nunez, one of Santos's followers and mine. He committed suicide apparently today. I received a letter. I can talk my shit now. It's real. It's real. Have any of you ever experienced shit like this? And syncretism, when you got suicidal subscribers that have all been whacked in their head, touched by the priest, told they were a piece of shit. Get with your personal trauma, PT. So I say, Santos, I beg you. I was very, very gentleman. Santos, I could have been angry, telling me to fuck off and fuck off and fuck off. He says, he curses. He told his Radharani to fuck off, called her retarded. That is lust. Bhagavad Gita says you will go right back and reincarnate. Says the same thing about suicide, sadly. Go to my suicide link. I will speak on that later after I read Miguel's suicide note, one of Santos's followers. Now, he tells me when I say, hey, man, could you please just share my 30-second videos of me teaching children their body, knowledge of self. In the Bhagavad Gita, do you know what it says? If you have the knowledge of the self, you will be goodness and you will be taken to Vrindavan. As Santos says, you're supposed to teach anatomy. That is the kingdom. And that way, you won't be a groupie for a nature boy who has herpes too and beats up black women and everyone still loves that guy and gives him money. It's not the Illuminati. It's the people. I don't even blame Santos. You followers need to challenge the domestic brain of your superhero. Like I challenged my mother who beat the crap out of me and then loved me like Santos did, black and white. I love you, man. But then a girl comes in and then all of a sudden, fuck Jay, he's crazy. But he was jealous apparently because his Violet with herpes, compassion, with herpes. It's reversible. You know, my first girlfriend had a cold sore and I still loved her. There's levels to that, but you need to ask questions. Why did she not tell him this? Because she wanted him to what? She wanted him to trust her, have sex, get money, get a channel, and now look at her channel. All of you think she's Crystal Radharani and she's fucking a construction worker right now. I've seen it, playing banjo. And she hasn't even processed the crap with Santos. Last week, they were supposed to get married and they asked you for money. And Miguel is now dead, one of his followers, because of this shit. I said, Santos, please share my videos with children. All this doom and gloom. Bum eaters, you're going to hell if you ejaculate. I was offended by that. I still watch porn. It's called self-love and intimacy. Much more on that later. And I'm very much awake from ejaculating, eating McDonald's. Am I crazy? Am I bald? And what? So I said, Santos, you're calling me selfish for wanting you to share videos of children. I said that I mentioned you in University of Iowa. You're in my thesis. I've dedicated videos to you. I did. You all know that. I was always humble. 2 fucking years of this man ducking me. He's going to get it right now. He's going to get it. Because Miguel, woo, is Mars. Bad karma, Santos Bonacci. You might win some, but you just lost Krishna. One. What was Lauryn Hill saying, Santos? Mr. fucking rock star, you think you, yeah, oh. Now. And then I said this. I said, excuse me, sir. I'm not being selfish. Don't get in an attitude with me. Stop complaining about being sick. I know something that could crush your fucking spirit, but I'm holding my tongue no longer. The suicide note has now put the fire of Prometheus within me, and it's real. And people are liking these videos because you all know there's been something wrong with Santos. I didn't want to admit it. I was also a bit of a groupie. I didn't want to go there because, you know, you all love him. I get it. But he's a shill. He's angry. His truth is good, but he is a shill behind the scene, behind the curtain. He's punching and throwing computers and calling you all names. And then 1 minute he loves you, and then it's fuck you if he's jealous. Jealousy is lust. Bhagavad Gita says this, you will reincarnate. And he's telling you he's the Most High, that he's doing yoga and shit. So I said, sir, I know something that could crush your spirit, but I'm holding my tongue. And then I said, please be grateful you're alive and stop complaining, because I have all kinds of injuries and pain. I have mental distress, and I'm black and he's white. There's white privilege. It is what it is. Racism is bullshit, but it is what it is. Okay? I'm a monkey, I'm a nigga, and I'm still doing it, and I'm not bitter. I'm not yelling at any of you. I don't call any of you names. I've never once got mad at my subscribers. The only time I had a problem was when a subscriber attacked me and tried to be aggressive with me. I simply blocked them. I didn't make it a big drama, but this is my fucking mentor, so-called. He's torn, mind torn. For Miguel, suicide note today. Tired of this shit. Challenge your truthers. Now, you're in danger. And don't give him your girlfriends and your daughters. Don't send anyone to that man. Don't you fly to Australia. Don't you do it. Don't give him no more money. Yep. Fuck that shit. He's sick. But he didn't know his girlfriend had a little STD or a little disease because she wanted to get some money. And I told him, but no, I didn't really tell him. Hey, Jay, astrology. Fuck that. Now, do you know what Santos's response was to me when I said, be grateful that you're alive? He said, I got the best deal of his syncretism. Is he a fucking car dealer? District of Columbia, DC Comics? I was a deal? I went out in the public world shouting out his name, promoting his channel. Yep. Putting my life at risk. This man has SWAT teams. He's been to jail. And this guy, a nigga, a black man, is using his truth in the fucking community. At University of Iowa, Skull and Bones. I did it in honor of him. And now this. I'm a deal? You're all a deal? I am done with that part. Now you know what's real. What up, Grace Soul? What up, Pleonus? What up, Deontay Cox? What up, Zen Enzyme? And Grace Soul again. All is a Tom. Be in peace. J.R.I.P. Miguel. Thank you. Gray Soul, Santos is an agent? Probably. I wouldn't be surprised, y'all. Sorry. Gray Soul, those who look sick are sick. Look at him, itching. How many different kinds of STDs? And it's weapons and government? He'd be dead by now. Y'all, he'd be dead. If it was really that shit, y'all, come on, wake up. All that crap he talks, right? Hey, Rothschilds, pedophilia, Isaac Cappy, right? No! Meanwhile, he might have herpes, and his bitch didn't even tell him, but his fucking nigga bull, his naga did. And if he talked to me, I could have warned him about her. I wanted to talk to him as a warning. Doesn't Santos say your bell is your bull? Ding dong, it warns you. I kept trying to say, Santos, your girlfriend's wilding out, talking about abuse. She's fearing for her life. Santos, what's up? Kept ignoring me, saying, fuck off, Jay, nah. Well, now someone is dead who followed this man. And look at what happens now. What's Santos's resume now? Herpes, groupies, anger, faggots, panty wearers, bum eaters, you're going to hell. You all need to wake up. You are all awesome. You are all the Bhagavad Gita. But don't get herpes, boo-boo, mentally, because they're lying to you to get some. Shame on Violet. was one of my friends. Sexually teased me. Yup. Told me recently in the house of her new boyfriend, conveniently, who owns a company, a construction company, CC 33 in Freemasonry, her cerebral cortex. She tells me, oh, Tauruses are way much easier to get along with than Aries. And she has herpes. And this man has children. And she's not taking care of her herpes because she breaks out quite a bit and wouldn't show her face on camera because she was afraid of the internet and the demons. No, she was breaking out. So what's going on with Santos now, huh? Ah, how many girls is he fucking with no condom? But then telling you, Krishna, you're going to hell, and he's fucking your daughter with no condom. It's on, baby. It is. I don't give a fuck. I'll be damned if any of you get burned by this man's kindness and his little dance. He's very good. And he's sexy. But he looks like shit now. Look at him. And you all still love him. All angry, covering his hair up. 1 minute vegan. Vegans were good. Now veganisms are all shills. What was that fucking, he did a recent Santos Bonacci. He did a build on Australia, didn't he? What was that guy's name? Sweetheart of a guy. He was in a suit. He had long hair. I don't know his name. Anyway, what does it matter? So here this guy is bringing Santos onto his channel to talk truth. The guy didn't attack Santos and say, oh, you're skinny and look like you're about to die, anorexic. Nope. The guy was like, hey, Santos, please, how are you feeling today? Talk to us. And what does Santos do? Everyone's a shill. Fuck everybody. Fast. You're all shills. And then he insults the guy by saying, well, if you keep eating yourself to death, you're going to look like you with your ass this wide. And he made fun of the guy who was interviewing him, who only wanted to focus on what's going on in the world of truth, Santos. Wow. It was a recent one. I don't know the guy's name. If any of y'all know his name, please write it in because I'd love to apologize for that, man. I wish I was in that damn chat room. I would have been like, Santos, humble yourself. This man is letting you on his plate. Who cares what he eats? For Miguel, one of the followers of Santos, who's dead today, apparently, but wrote me a letter. He wrote me his last letter, the last words, baby. And I'm going to say this about Violet Mae Brown. God damn it. Yep, his little herpes-riddled, angry, broke into his Skype account and wrote in his name because some other girl named Anastasia Shakti was flirting with him still and wanted Hoo astrologer, and she flirted with me too. And when I didn't have any money for a reading, she cut me the fuck off. These are all his women. Violet broke into his Skype account, had the password, and wrote in his name, oh, I'm in love, Violet. Fuck off. Fuck off. I saw this. These are your truthers. I'm pulling the curtains back because they're all dancing on you, and you're all like, great, but you need to know this truth. This is why I'm doing this. You're at war. Here is what your people are like. Violet, the sidekick of Santos. When Raven Wilkinson died, the first African-American ballerina, my heart. The reason why I woke up, I researched that woman. No one told me to do it. Oh, what am I, a genius? She was a brilliant woman, went to dance in the South during Jim Crow, Jiminy Cricket, Julius Caesar, they're still here, and Jim Carrey, fucking with you like Santos and dancing. I'm awake. The Claustroms, the Christ, the Santa. Eat it. Eat it. So, my goddess, Raven Wilkinson, icon, born in 1930s, born during the Great Depression, Hitler and all that shit, and Jim Crow, goes to the South, dances on stage, and the KKK came looking for her, saying, where is the nigger? And she still lived to this day. Are you kidding me? What would y'all have done? Oh, where are my crystals? Not my chat room. Not my chat room. Respect. Oh, Krishna. No, you would not do that. Because Krishna would tell you this. You better get ready to die. You better get ready to put your body in front of her because you are immortal. You are beautiful. If you were a good person, if you didn't have no ego, then if you had to kill somebody, you didn't kill them because you were not ruled by your actions. This high road. Oh, don't do it. He's fake to if you still loved yourself, if you were a good person, because Krishna is not stupid. Krishna gave you Saturn, Satan. Krishna also gave you demons to test you. All of your insects have an adversary. All of your animals have an adversary. And your fucking trees have a black walnut that kill their own plants and an oak tree. Stop playing with yourself. Cortex means the bark of a tree. You better wake up, people coming here. The fucking honeymoon is over. Raven Wilkinson passes away when the moon is in Taurus. I found that out when I called her. I said, Violet, I feel sad. I need a goddess to talk to. I was very respectful, never flirted with her, but her with me. Oh, well, if he's flirting, Jay, then I can tell you that I love you. This is for Miguel, who is dead today. You understand me? Oh, well, if Santos is flirting with Anastasia Shakti still, who fuck with me too, then I can say I love you, Jay. She said shit like this. And now she's fucking a new guy. Did she ever love him? Ask yourself a question. All your money went to them, didn't it? Oh, let's raise awareness for Krishna and Radharani. But it's David Koresh and motherfucking Margaret Sanger, the eugenist, who believed in the sterilization of inferior races. The Nazis were eugenists. So your Planned Parenthood is planned doom. Women who are feminists, cut the shit. Raven passes away. That is the Corvus constellation up there, Black Bird. I said, oh, honey, I said, Violet, I feel so sad. Can you please give me words of encouragement? This is your truther. For Miguel. God damn it. She goes, oh, did she eat meat? And I said, yes. Oh, it's okay. She'll reincarnate and do it again. Woo! Do you know how mad I was? This is a legend who's been on Netflix in a ballet documentary, who's been on stage, cheated death, had mental health issues, almost died, had burning crosses in front of her house, had bomb threats for simply wanting to dance. And many of you need to find a talent. Many of you have a hard time dancing. Isn't it funny in this world? I'm a dance teacher for mental health, and I hear many people say, oh, I don't dance. Oh, I can't do that. I'm not very creative. That is, you're missing the truth. You are hating yourself. Your heart is dancing now. So I said to her, I said, Violet, all you care about is her diet? This is a legend. And I quickly had her apologize for that shit. But this is your truth movement. Only caring about being a vegan. When that bitch had herpes, lying to Santos, yep, it's real, baby, boo-boo. Anyone can get it. Lying to Santos, Miguel, a follower who's dead now. Because what is he doing? Giving you truth and abusing his women. And he probably has an STD. Now, this is for Miguel. I'm going to read his suicide note. Shame on you, truthers. And much love to my chat room. I will go to you in a second. And if any of you had anyone that you lost to suicide, I dedicate this to you. I am not judging. I am not perfect. But I will be damned if I sit back and take the high road. When Krishna says, when the Rothschilds come and take your land, Bhagavad Gita, you cannot fear death because you will be challenged. Because the gazelle gets eaten by the lion. The shark eats the jellyfish. Why? Why? All that time to create a beautiful electric or muscular gazelle only to be eaten. It did not fear death. They knew who they were. So when the shark eats it, it goes right back to Jupiter, not reincarnation. So any other jellyfish you see after that is a certain frequency that happens over and over again because humans actually are creating the reincarnation process by their misunderstandings of the Bhagavad Gita. And every time you get it wrong, your choices, when you die, your bad choices create reincarnation for all the fish, all the animals, because you're all of them. Jay, you're a genius. And I haven't even read a whole book on astrology. Fuck that, for Miguel. Here is his letter. Part of me wants to accept that this letter is a cheesy approach to what I want to portray. And like most, many emotions collide within. But like the crowd creating a ruckus in court, the body slams the hammer for order of the final decision. Attempts to be better failed. Attempts to acquire assistance has failed. Attempts to reach out to loved ones or strangers has failed. The only attempt that seems to be a solution is what has already occurred. If you are reading this, it's too late. Drake quote. Anytime thoughts of the quote came up, It usually followed with thoughts of business, thoughts of opportunities, thoughts of a transition. However, never did it occur mentally that it was the perfect life-ending note. Woo! Can the solution be of beneficial value? Was there a sense of epiphany that no other could comprehend because it is not their destiny? Certainly, one sees a celebrity and some attempt to mimic get failed inevitably, as that is not their destiny, but rather the influence of external imbalances. Will there be consequences after the fact? Is fear instilled to believe so? After all, death can be beautiful as much as the usual devastation created amongst the common consciousness. Does it even matter? As consequences, as merely thoughts, like a tree falling in the forest? Wow. What can be known as this, giving the status of the current life and the status of those around said life? A life ended will not impact anyone or anything but a temporary emotion, if that. And certainly, it is not because of care, love, hate, or any reasonable explanation other than mere selfish reactions. Why such certainty? What if that's incorrect? How reliable is the information provided about life-ending occurrences? What if maintaining life is the actual burden? Woo! What ifs are the actual delays of a genuine solution? It could quite possibly be that it is without concern whether the words are applicable, let alone the action of a life-ending occurrence. It could quite possibly be that the decision is without criteria or criticism. It just is. That very idea has pushed some to go extremes they never imagined possible. Why exempt any of the options if they all weigh out the same? Who determines the importance or lack of any decision other than oneself? Does a question or problem with an answer or solution even resolve anything? How open can someone expand to for certainty of such questions? This brings us to nothing. No thing. Whew. Exactly what will result if life in this existence no longer exists? Simple, but as humans, simplicity can lack satisfaction. Miguel Nunez, born 10/29, 1984, died today. Do you see the pain in my eyes? You think I'm some sexy truther? This is a game? This was a follower of Santos. I'm not blaming Santos for all of that now, but he relates to it. A friend, hello, what's it all about? I don't have time. Watch the video from the beginning, sir or ma'am. Gray Soul, much love. Squirrel Sniper, there's dancing everyone. Holy cow, the interview guy was Vinny Eastwood. Thank you. Santos Bonacci insulted a very sweetheart of an interviewer, Vinny Eastwood, by saying his ass was so fat because he eats himself to death, when all the guy wanted was to simply have Santos on his show so he could have his subscribers, be informed about where he is today. And he looks like shit, probably has herpes, and a bunch of groupies that are telling him the truth, and they came to me and talked to me, and he was jealous. Simple. That's your hero. Playonas, what's up? Deontay Cox. How old is I? I'm 43, and I look 19. Now, a friend. Whoa, rude. Thank you for the warm welcome. Yeah, it was rude. Absolutely. If someone has you on a very popular show, the last thing they need to hear is, well, veganism is bullshit and go fast and you have a fat ass. And all of his girlfriends are lustful and trying to get at me and mad. Whoa. Now, I'm going to flip the suicide into celebration. And the Bhagavad Gita, it says to mourn someone is a sin. Now, if you read the link about suicide, the yogis say this. I'm not judging suicide, but please rethink, come to this channel, Get your name decoded. A lot of people are liking the way I do it because I talk your language. I speak about your stuff. I relate with you. I put my stuff with you. I have no ego. I learn from you and you heal, as opposed to getting a birth chart reading only, a bunch of fucking videos and some anger. And then now you're still confused and you're in the real world wanting to blow your fucking brains out because you were in the Marines, maybe, like Miguel. My brother was in the Marines and they break him down, yell and scream. The last thing anyone, Miguel, like that needs is an angry truther to turn to for mental health. So come to me for mental health. You understand me? The yogis say this: if you commit suicide, and this is not all evil, you will reincarnate and do it again because you didn't learn from your experience. You didn't learn from what you were dealing with, and you took away, you stood in the place of God in a sense, because God and the goddesses gave you this body, not your mama, not your daddy, not Drake, not Einstein, not LeBron fucking James, not your ex-boyfriend with the big hoo-hoo and tantra and can fuck for 2 hours but might have herpes and didn't know that, but I did. Try to warn him about it. Oh, fuck off. Now it's real. It's going to burn, Mr. Santos Bonacci. But much love. But anyone can get it. Anyone can get it. Because I got subscribers that write stuff like that and are hurting. And I am doing this work for real. And I'm seeing mental health is working how I do it. Now, yogis say suicide, if you do it, you'll reincarnate to do it again and learn the lesson again to deal with it. What does that mean? Simple. It means you are here for a reason. In the Bhagavad Gita, it says if you mourn, it's a sin, because when you die, it's a new journey and you're immortal. And that journey is to go meet the loving Krishna who is friends with rapists and innocent. Hear me. Krishna is friends with criminals and the innocent. They're equal. How many of you know how to do that? The minute you get offended by someone, right? Oh, fuck them, fuck off, right? Of course. I also have this problem. I am not perfect. I am 43. I am still ascending, but I have 6 years, no ex-girlfriend drama, no children, no ego, 6 years of me dancing, researching, talking to you all, making sure that when I came out and did a video, I told you my problems, I told you my relationship issues, you all knew my shit, and you all loved it because I was real with you, not hiding behind astrology, not hiding behind a Radharani, not hiding behind a flat earth, not hiding behind a goddamn etymology. But etymology is the work of God, because Krishna says knowledge of self, of the body, is the most highest form of meditation, the highest form, just going to etymology. And how many videos I have, 50 views, 65, 100 there, I'm not complaining, but it's clear that people don't want to wake up. They're waiting for a David Koresh, a Santos, a Bro Sanchez, same letters as Santos Bonacci, Freemason rhythm here. You see where I'm going? And Bro Sanchez deleted all my videos when I was helping a ball earther who was battling him on Facebook. I said, hey, Earth is the cube in geometry. The person said, oh, I didn't know that. I was waking them up, and your Bro Sanchez, the viral guy, deleted all my videos. Because I was what? A threat? Santos ignored me because what? I'm a threat? Because I'm good at this now? So you create the student, you influence the student to then whack him in his head. Well, boo-boo, you might have HIV or herpes or syphilis. It's not the weapons of the government. Go and watch his little girlfriends. Many of his subscribers flirted with me. One girl said, I have $100,000, Jay, and I've never had black before. I'm like, you're a follower of Santos? What have you learned from this man? Simple shit. For Miguel, he was a Marine. The reason why he was suicidal, he had to blow some brains out. He didn't understand that even if he was a good man, right? That even if you are a gangster and you got to put down someone, you're doing it wrong, gangsters. It's okay. Don't feel guilty about death, because Krishna tells you that you need to kill. Sometimes you have to get ready. Not the high road, not Nam Yang Rehe Ho and Hare Krishna playing drums. And here comes the colonists. Here comes the CIA. Hare Krishna and crack. What do? Ah, Santos. Oh, my etymology. No. You say, I'm ready to die. I know who I am. We all know who we are. Did you not know that we are all Christ, Krishna, consciousness, and there's nothing you can do to us? So let's go. Bring it. Oh shit, they want to die? And then play dead maybe. Oh, just play dead. What will they do? Remember the bear? That's your Rothschild family. I'm not mad at them. The lions, right? Here they come for you. What's the first thing you do with a bear? You play dead. And it sniffs you because you're samadhi. Krishna is breath. Honor the breath. You will die and reincarnate because you feared. If you do suicide, you will reincarnate and do it again. Simple. Learn your lesson. Deal with your trauma. Doesn't matter if you killed, raped, whatever you did, yo. Krishna treats a rapist the same way he does as the victim or as the innocent person. Did you hear me? And your Bhagavad Gita, which Santos does not tell you. He has a poster and some crystals and some hoochie mamas and a guitar and some great brain, but his domestic brain, which is Venus and the moon, is all fucked up. Now, Miguel, rest in peace, rest in breath, was a Marine. He was a Mayan. Bang, 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 right? The fire people. I have compassion. My brother was a Marine. Mare, water. The Virgin Mary is Iron Man. Go and Google the Virgin Mary. She has light coming out of her hands. It's called a lunate bone, the moon. And when you moon gaze properly, your moon hand is getting energy. So when you reach and you push, when they come for you, all you got to do is this. I'm ready to die because I know I'm immortal. And Krishna said that if I'm a good person, that I cannot lose, even if you're stronger and you kill me right away. So what's up? Will you die with me? Die for something. Tupac, ride or die. Yeah, he was a Freemason. A little bit of truth. Will you die for something? Or are you afraid to speak up? This flesh. You want to keep your crystals, right? You want to keep your channel donations. I get it. Your house, your children, your cat, your dog. You want to keep. You need. And need. And the Bhagavad Gita is a sin. I don't judge you. You better read your book. To need anything, you don't need shit but to breathe, to go in solitude and celibacy. Santos wanted to get married and he wants your daughter to hit it and quit it and hold his sperm and brag about how big his dick is. I've heard it all. It's sick. Just as bad as your McDonald's brain. So I'm debunking vegans are very intelligent and better than the meat eaters who pay your bills and gave you PayPal and gave me YouTube. So thank you, Rothschilds, for that. That's the other family in the Bhagavad Gita. Two families, Montagues and Capulet. Review. It's Marine shit from Miguel. He went out and died. Boom, 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 boom. Kill, 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 kill. Yes or no? All this death. How do we get mental health? If you're a gangbanger, if you want to kill yourself, if you're a warrior, but you're inverted and you're hurting and you're not using that energy to love yourself. Because even in killing, you can still ascend if you were a good person and you just let it all go. And you said, you know what? You want my chain? You know what? You want my bracelet? You know what? I got another one. By the way, you have copper in your brain and in your sperm. My nigga, don't kill me. Remember when you were a crackhead, you took copper up out of the air conditioner to get high? But before you kill me and I dropped this, you got copper in your brain and sperm, my nigga. And all my rings come off, yes or no? And you stay there and say, I don't need nothing. And you die with honor. If you die in fear, you will reincarnate. If you die on impulse, let's go get them. Yeah, they're here. Get the gun. Ah! And you might have killed them all. You missed the point. You weren't a good person. You rushed impulse. I wanted to fuck him. I want his channel. I want his followers. I don't want to be independent. I need a man. I need a man because my hoo-hoo, because my father beat me up a little bit and my mommy and daddy had issues. But oh, hoo-hoo, Santos or anyone, Jesus or Drake or LeBron or Trump. Shh. The best way to be awake is to be in the coffin. When you're dead, you don't talk shit. Awake. Now, put my shit back on. My red garnet from Mars. You're at war. You're all at war. Anyone coming to this channel? Anyone can get it. No ego here. You feel me? I got nothing to lose. Nothing at all. I have lived my entire dreams. I was called a nigger, review, I danced ballet. I was told I can't do it. Are you kidding me? An abusive mom whacked me in my head. I kept going with mental health. I was going crazy, but I still danced. I was doing my duty. Krishna says if you stay committed, just simply staying committed, you're doing the work, not breathing and holding crystals with a dot on your forehead only. If you stay committed to your duty, believe in yourself, don't let them stop you. I was doing that my whole life. Dancing, working, always trying to get it better. They called me this. Oh, I'm injured now, but I went on stage. I have a back spasm. I can barely lift her, but I pushed. I didn't know why or how I did it, making miracles with back spasms, sprained ankles, scar tissue, ego, gay people hitting on me in the change room and lusting for me and putting their hands on me. I had to push them off, and women hitting it and quitting it, and I had to fuck her. Otherwise, I'm not a real man. I survived all that shit. McDonald's, sodium fluoride, chemtrails, Rothschilds, federal government. I'm here. Hi. And I look fantastic. You all should say you look fantastic. If you don't say you look fantastic, then what are you here for? No one's going to tell you. You want to know why? Because they feel like shit and want your chakras. And they dance on you. University of Iowa, no fucking undergraduate, got my master's in dance. Defending thesis was about Venus, the morning star. In etymology, Christ calls himself the morning star. Your phosphorus means the morning star is in your urine. Lucifer is Venus, the morning star. And I burn all those ignorant, alpha male, rape culture, Darwinist, Christopher Columbus worshiping assholes. They had to give me my degree, and I had a buddy die with diabetes trying to get his degree. He had type 2. He's also passed away, and now Miguel has committed suicide. I don't have time for anyone to fucking play games. The truth movement is about your personal trauma, not your astrology, not who you knew, not a video, not flat earth or ball. I don't give a shit. Not Krishna. Krishna, no. What are you doing behind the curtain, boo-boo? And do you have an STD? Before I send my daughter to you, I might want to know if that motherfucker been woo with no condom. Oh, but he's Krishna. Oh, but he's Tantra. Well, Sting from the Police, Illuminati, is real good, I heard, at doing Tantra and holding it up and fucking his groupies. The Chinese warrior, by the way, do you know how sex was treated? The Chinese warriors had 10 girlfriends. Did you know that? 10. And they all knew who they were. What time is it? I got to work. Okay, good. Chinese warrior, Tantra. Here's what it was really about. They'd have 10 girlfriends, right? They practiced holding it in, right? Getting pumped. They were taught this by their family. We don't have this today. You get Disney, right? And the Catholic pedophiles. They taught them, here's how you do it, right? And the women were taught the same. You are a goddess. So when he comes and you have sex with him, you don't let him do too much. You dance with him. You have a little bit of a dance, a little bit of a battle. You challenge him right back and don't take his Christ fluid unless you want a baby in the summertime when your animals have sex. Only in summertime. You have a garnet snake that waits all winter to have sex with the queen, in which that queen pushes off all those horny ass fucking serpents and chooses one. Unlike your Violet Mae Brown, unlike your Silence Bonacci, they can't pick just one. They want all of it. I want all of it. That one didn't work. Fuck her. I was gonna marry her, but give me your girl. Oh, astrology. Fuck that. Futhark. Come see me. You look in my eyes, you see your mama's milk. You can't. You look in my eyes, you see your daddy beating you in your head, telling you better go and preach that word of God, you faggot. You're not a faggot. A bundle of sticks, you are solid. Gay means an excellent person. You better watch out now. Homophobia, how? Review. Homosexual means Uranian or Uranus is Greek with the heavens. Did Santos tell you that? And he said, faggot on Facebook. He even told me that I was queer in my chart. And I said, hey, man, I didn't like that. Can I get an apology? I did not get an apology. He ducked me, but I kept it cool. No more. Miguel is dead. Hi. Wonderful job, Truth Movement. Look at us now. We lost one. Now, I'm not blaming Santos, the whole world for Miguel. Miguel made his choice, and he is going to reincarnate. For sure. That is a fact, as the yogis say. So what I'm trying to do is teach you something here. Before you do this, I know you want to. I've thought about it too. This world is sick. In the Bhagavad Gita, for God's sake, earth is called a miserable place. Did you know that? Krishna, the loving God, says earth is a miserable place of rebirthing, lifing, and deathing. Why? Lessons. You have to earn the right. You got to be challenged. All of your creatures have an adversary and kill and eat themselves. Why? You're the higher mind. A lizard that eats its own kind, to be independent, true story, will go in your hand and say, thank you. It won't eat you. You're all of them. You're every chameleon. Yes or no? So we lost a warrior. Yes or no? Jane Doe. Grace Saul. What up? Jane Doe. I am the queen of nothing. There you go. Needing nothing. Talk that shit. I am everything, ego committed and doing the work. Everyone applaud Jane Doe. My channel, no troll, one troll only. We had one troll. And remember how I handed that troll their ass. I said, hey, troll, you ever been molested? Hey, troll, what about your abuse? Hey, troll, what do you know in Hebrew? Hey, troll, you're spending an awful lot of time talking about this shit, but what about the abuse you went through, troll? Why don't you heal someone, troll? And he went away, or she. Remember that? One troll never came back. You want to know why? You don't want it with me. Because I hit you in your heart. I don't go to your ego. I know it's your mommy and daddy issues. I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to say, oh, boo-boo. It hurt, didn't it? Never good enough, right? You got to find someone to live in. You got to fuck someone, 401c3K, and spraying your ass with aluminum all day, right? Your Navajos did that, right? The fuck? Gray soul. You don't have anything until you have nothing. Applaud that person. Absolutely. A friend. Don't commit suicide. That's extreme, man. You have much to live for. Please don't do it. Applause. I think a friend is a new subscriber. I don't know. I'm humble. Do you notice that I don't have one comment on my channel where I'm calling someone a fucktard? Santos calls people fucktards who are not flat earthers. That is not humble. That is lust and anger. And in the Bhagavad Gita, it says if you're angry like that, you'll reincarnate. And what does he tell you? Well, I'm going to Vrindavan. I'm going to the Most High. No. Come see me, Santos. I'm done, baby. I've paid my time, but I'm not going to be killed by your little groupies with herpes. Oh, it hurts your mama, don't it? Horrible. Addicted to truth. Much love, Jay. Why, thank you. Zen Enzyme, nice. Thank you. Jane Doe, shills behind the computer. Beware. Okay, so we'll stop there with that. Thank you all. You all could have battled me, right? You see, there's a way to go against your adversary and kick ass and not be an asshole. Because I am not perfect. I'm not. But during this movement, I haven't offended one person, really. A little bit here and there. You want to know why? Because I'm up front with you. I'm up front with you. Hello? I said I'm queer. Sure. I was never into only one thing, but I'm going to be single because I'm going into solitude. The Bhagavad Gita says this, as you get older, get away from the world. Why is it saying that? Because earth is a place of misery. Well, it's not all bad, but clearly look at your world. We lost Miguel, suicide, a follower of Santos and myself. God damn it. God loving damn it. Beaver dam. Gray soul, transparent. Now, you people who are suicidal, who've had a hard life, who may have had to kill some people, I'm going to empower you right now. I'm going to help you understand. Your Bhagavad Gita says that there may come a time where you have to hurt and kill and fight for yourself, but you have to be a good person. Whoa. Very simple. There's a very famous rapper. His name is Guru. Gangstar. I'm a rapper. Gangstar was from Boston. I am from Boston. Much love to New England. That would be En. Unbach. Un means the Lord. Krishna. Hello. Right. It's not about race or gender. It's about you being dumb and following someone who has herpes, maybe, and then calls you a fucking faggot or a bum eater. There's a lyric from Guru, very good rapper. And here's the line that I've been using lately, and it's been helping a lot of my friends who've been in the street, in the military. It's helping them to see themselves differently because they all feel guilty. They were all broken down. Even in the ghetto, the gangsters do it too. Fuck you, nigga. Lieutenant, you piece of shit. Calm down, y'all. Watch this lyric. This lyric will tell you what you should do, how you should see yourself in all cases. What up, Electric Eye Jaw? Yes, Jay, you are a real one. Thank you very much. Thank you. That means that I'm doing my damn job. I'm not asking you for money all the time. I'm not asking you to follow me all the time. I simply humbly got things when I need it. Thank you. But if you can donate $5, it would be great. I'm trying to live only off of this because Miguel is dead, y'all. I believe. My follower, my God, man. Help me too, yo. Because people are hurting me out here. That people are killing me left and right, and I haven't killed myself. But I'm going to tell you, I understand, Miguel. I understand, baby. But I'm not going to go there. I know it's hard. You have to hold. Suicide in spirituality, it's considered a sin. It is ego. You are choosing, right, to take a body that was not yours. Krishna, something higher than you, gave you this. You chose a body to become from Krishna or Radharani, transgender, mother and father, hello. And if you take your life, you were standing in place of God, like your Freemasons do with the X symbol, which is the figure 8 of electric and magnetic checkerboards. The figure 8 is a symbol of this. Your meniscus makes a figure 8. 8 is enough. The 8-ball and pool, you better wake the fuck up and stop partying and drinking Bud Light and going to the club and wearing these clothes. Oh, maybe he'll fuck me in this. This is not about Santos now. Oh, maybe she'll like me if I have this phone. Maybe this computer is going to be better. Maybe, and they all break down. All your computers break down. You're spending more money and you're just always associating your ego with electronics or a person, but you didn't go out in the forest and say, thank you for my breath. Thank you, sun. Thank you, squirrel. Thank you, rabbit. Thank you, miserable earth. Because I am not this. It's a test. Like a chameleon kills its own kind. I'm living with one right now to be by itself. Samadhi. You are not that? Don't you judge it? But it's real. Here is this lyric from Guru that will blow your mind. What up, Jill Ferguson? Gray Soul, YHWH. I can't say your name because I have a back spasm right now because I have arthritis, which I've had my whole life, and it's been very hard. But do you see me complaining about I have an itch and I love all of you. I've danced on stage with a broken knee, broken back, lifting big women over my head who were bitches and divas. Yep. Smoking cigarettes. So if I can do it, you can do it. I chanted to my plants Hare Krishna, and they grew back and they hate the sun and they live very happily with chemtrails. I asked the moon for a mattress, and I got a mattress outside. I asked the moon for a bed, and those plants came back to life from me chanting to them. So doom and gloom, how? You're immortal. I know where I'm going when I die. And it ain't hell. Anger puts you in hell. Lust, getting some, being sneaky. One thing and another. Well, Krishna sees what you're doing. So Guru's lyric is this. What up, Joe Ferguson? One of us equals many of us. Disrespect one of us, you'll see plenty of us. Did you hear me? Where are my fires? Fire logo right now. One of us equals many of us. Disrespect one of us, you'll see plenty of us. I look like Shiva. Shiva's ripped, ready to die. He's not like, hey man, take the high road. One of us equals many of us. Disrespect one of us, you'll see plenty of us. Zen Enzyme. Much love to you, an awesome subscriber. Dominican Republic, Dura Mater. Woo! Mother brain. You respect your Latinos. Miguel was Latino. Bodega. The ones that clean your house. The maids. Your home is your house, your brain. You respect your so-called wetback. WB Comedy Network and The Wall and Mexicans. Who's Pink Floyd? Are you a brick in the wall following Santos? Ah! One of us equals many of us. Disrespect one of us, you'll see plenty of us. Now, why does that matter for Miguel, my gangbangers? Because you gangbangers are the Mayans. We must convert the so-called street nigga, naga, serpent. Shame on us. We are all paying federal taxes to bomb third world countries and to influence Jamal to whack you in the head in the ghetto with fucking aluminum and sodium fluoride in the fucking 40 ounces. And you have the nerve to think you are better than your rapper thug? No. I told Zed Enzyme this. I said, hey, my man, I'm sure you've seen some shit. I'm sure you've been in the street. You had to deal with some shit. See, I can talk to gangsters. I've talked to street niggas. I've been in the same room with a bang bang guy who was a little bit off. Who was like, yo, Jay, wow, the way you talk, man. Dakota, go to my videos and see. I don't know where he is now, but I did the work. I went to the Mayan. Now, say you're in a gang. Every gang has one weak person, right? Weak. Maybe a little feminine, right? Doesn't want to do it. Doesn't want to kill. All of you know this. Always one person that's kind of like, I don't know, right? Let's call him Miguel. Not weak. We'll call him Miguel. In your gang, right? He gets killed. Bang! You hear about it. Listen, you gangsters, you are the truth. You better convert your gangster. When your CIA comes to your door and your Trump people, and all you have is a crystal and synchro-fucking-tism, you are done. And Santos will be like, well, I did take some money, and how'd I get out of jail? I mean, the SWAT team came, and how come they didn't blow my brains out? Yeah, right. Well, I'm in the hood, teaching children, putting my neck out, talking to real street niggas. This motherfucker with white privilege, nothing personal, but I am a monkey. No, I am not. Is in his house playing guitar, fucking with you with herpes. Yes, anyone can get it. Crack! Here you are in the gang. Miguel might be the one, I'm a little nervous. Went out, bam, got popped by the other gang. Now, rethink this, gangsters. I'm the leader of the gang, right? So I come out, I see my dead naga, Miguel. The one that was maybe a little weaker, right? You thought it couldn't really, and you picked him to get at me, of course, to get me to kill you. Right? Animal brain, reincarnation, if you do that. Now, I look at this body, Miguel. Then I say, wow. And there they all are, the other gang, waiting. Yeah. And here I am. And I say, wow. I said, you just killed my man, Miguel. But I said, you see, Miguel, I told Miguel he has a solar plexus, the sun. I told Miguel he has a lunate bone, the moon. I told Miguel he's immortal. And no matter where he goes, his soul cannot be burned. And if someone pops him and he was so-called weak or feminine, it's all good because he's going to rise up and go to the Most High, while the person who whacked him will reincarnate, and you stare them all in their eyes like this, and I guarantee you they're going to be like, what? Speak more, please, sir. Reincarnation? Solar plexus? My point is this. Instead of acting on impulse and getting revenge, convert them. Because you're going to keep Romeo and Juliet, keep banging and banging and banging, and die, get revenge, and fuck the girl, and the girl comes in, and she's also being used as bait, tricking you, hey, and then it was one of your niggas girls, and they bang you in the head. Say, I'm ready to die, I'm immortal. So you speak over that dead body and say, this person that you thought was weak or gay knew everything about their body. You thought that my gang was about what? Trying to come kill you? My gang was about getting ready to die for the Most High, not to die for you. Woo! Where's my fire? Did you hear what I just said? You're all getting ready to die for your enemy and not for your friend in the sky, Jupiter. There's levels to this shit. You fucking cool truthers who don't talk that real shit. You got suicidal people all day. Your gangsters are suicidal. They're ready to die, literally. So what do? You call them a fucking nigga? Oh, whatever, man. No, you say, hey, this gang that I had, this person you killed, I gave them knowledge of the anatomy. It's called etymology. And you hold your phone. And while they have a gun, they're going to be like, this fucking nigga has a phone in his hand? Etymology? Is he crazy? Nigga, put your guns down. This is kind of funny. Another way to deal with death, when they come to you, they're all alpha males. They're all homophobic, but get raped in jail. I'm sorry. You're someone's bitch in jail, aren't you? Who went to jail famous, Santos? Ask questions, boo-boo. Maybe he's hurting an extra alpha because he got synced in the clink. Crack! Anyone can get it. Crack! Krishna's flute is a bazooka as well. Don't you play with yourself. Here they come again, the alphas. I'm gonna kill you, fuck you, nigga. Give me your chain. You say, hey, act gay. Hey, I know who I am. Why are you so angry? And he's gonna be like, this motherfucker. Why isn't he scared? I know who I am. Hare Krishna. And when they come, whoop, whoop, Aikido maybe. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You've been walking on your hands in the concrete. Whoop, whoop. They can't get you. You've been balancing on your head like the yogis do with no hands, and they just can't seem to hurt you. Or you've been moon gazing so long, splitting the moon into two with your third eye, that your sifu can use the seafood of your third eye to push your student away because you stared at the moon, not Santos or me. Wow. I'm teaching you how to prepare to die for something because we lost Miguel, and you all have friends who are suicidal, and we're losing them right now. There is no time for flat earth, divide, no time for ego, no time for sex and getting some and getting married and help me, give me your money, but you got herpes and possibly raped in jail or were possibly a pedophile in Jehovah and didn't tell us that maybe you had to do some things and you feel a bit guilty and you're mad at all of us because you got bad karma. Hi. Not like everybody else. You hear what I'm saying to y'all? One of us equals many of us. Disrespect one of us, you'll see plenty of us. So Miguel, the weak one in the gang, that knew he had a solar plexus, the sun, and a lunate bone, didn't fear death. Maybe he died a little feminine, but knew who he was. The man with the gun, very macho, reincarnates into misery. That's called winning the fight without fighting. Hi, boo-boos. That's what it means. One of us equals many of us. So Miguel, even though he's dead in one body, if you give him knowledge of the selfie of the Most High, not down here, the many of us is Krishna. Krishna in universal form is many things. Many mouths come out. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna shows his universal Catholic. Hi, Pope. Universal records. Hi. That's your Ru, your Ra, your Uranus. Hi. Oh, Jay. Wow, Jay. He speaks very clever. He speaks everyone's language, and we hate him for that. Fuck that. Who's in here? Zen Enzyme. He responded to me when I asked him. Zen Enzyme. He did experience pedophilia in his Illuminati Jehovah's Witnesses. Hold on now. He did experience pedophilia. This is Sanos Bonacci. Well, can he come out on a channel and do that? And can he apologize for all the crap he's caused me? Thank you, Zen Enzyme. Listen, I will listen to reason, but no, we just lost someone today. And all this dancing around our pain, And you tell Santos Zen Enzyme that I told you to ask him. And look what he did. He actually opened up. So thank you to Santos for that. Good and bad, right? You get mad, and then right back again, you get some truth. Now, Electric Eye, Jay, I've been done for importing and distributing tens of Ks of herbs and got off scot-free, claiming that, sorry, pop-ups, y'all. Oh my God, I'm so tired of this shit. This fucking world is sick, man. It's like this pop-up Pope shit. Pop-Tarts. Electric Eye, Ja, says, Jay, I've been done for importing and distributing tens of Ks of herbs and got off scot-free. Bless you for claiming to be a living man above acts and statues. I've also cheated death as well. What else? Electric Eye, you got to say not a word and sign nothing and not eat their food and water. Samadhi, go in solitude, get out of the corporate world, but come back and love yourself because you got to work in it, right? But don't kill yourself, y'all. You can't, right? Just hang in there. Come and talk to me, please. I am you. I'm not better. Obviously, I pleaded guilty when done for a real law, thou shalt not kill, and accepted the consequences. Wonderful. That's truth. I'm learning from you. Yes or no? Jane Doe, I saw interview 2. Wow. Yeah. Santos is very rude. But why didn't he tell you about pedophilia like Zen Enzyme? Do you know how I found out right now that your famous truther, who I still have love for, it's not a problem, but I've been hurt by this man because I'm a personal friend, and his personal little hoo-hoo, his pit bulls and his movement have intruded upon my life. Asteya, don't steal my time. Asteya, Ashtanga Yoga, you don't steal my time. And Violet stole hours and hours flirting with me with herpes, not telling him. I'm sorry. Someone got to do it, boo-boo. Miguel is dead. That was my final straw. Now, 1 cup, 2 people. Hey, Jay, much love. The most precious diamonds get the most pressure. There you go. Much love the 2 cup. Native Americans, much love. Respect your Native Americans. Why were they scalping people? Very simple. Let's go to the Bhagavad Gita. Where is Shiva in the body of Krishna? Down low. On the down low. What is 2 spirits? Native Americans. Bisexuality? Right. Shiva's transgender. So that's a unique side of Krishna, but it's a demigod. It's a lower form. That would be your RuPaul's Drag Race. That would be all your Illuminati. They go to Shiva. They don't go to Krishna. Do you get it? Jupiter, Zeus, Kronos, Saturn. You can pick and choose, y'all, but you have free will. Get out of this world. Don't need anything. Don't get a girlfriend. Don't get married. The Bhagavad Gita says celibacy. And Santos, I'm going to marry her. I'm going to marry. Rah, give me your money. What? And I'm fucking her for 2 hours. Tantra. You're 53. Shh. Krishna says, you don't need anything. What are you doing? 6 years I've had no sex. Didn't go looking for, I could. I'm handsome. But hey, girl, got this new red garnet, got copper, girl. I'm the truth. I got followers, yo. Oh, look at me. I never once did that to any one of you, and I could have. Oh, yeah. Not once. I'm a good boy. I know where I'm going. I don't fear death. I've lived a life. All my dreams have been accomplished. And I'm a leader now in the truth movement, and I had no idea I could do it. I'm going to applaud myself. I had no idea. I didn't know Santos. Saw his videos, took notes, started rapping, watched Santos, didn't email him, waited and waited. Jordan Maxwell took notes. Mark Passio took notes. Fritz Springmeyer took notes. Freeman Fly, truthers, took notes. Stéphane Molyneux, a French-Canadian truther. MLK lied about his doctorate degree. Even Martin Luther King, I took notes. Boule, Black Skull and Bones, I took notes, rapping. Then I emailed Santos of me teaching children the 5 elements in ballet. Because you got 5 major positions in ballet: Earth, the cube, water, icosahedron, all that shit. He loved my videos. And then it went from loving me to a girl comes in and fuck you. Well, in the streets, my nigga, you get popped for that. I'm not wishing death. Because Krishna says you must commit to your relationships. It is your duty. If it is your duty, you must commit to it. Now, here's the positive side of Krishna. In the Bhagavad Gita, it says, it is better to be imperfect at something you were meant to do than to be perfect at something you were not meant to do. I'm going to leave on that. Where's the fire? It is better to be imperfect at what you are meant to do than to be perfect at what you are not meant to do. Damn. Simple. That's not 5,000 pages of, oh, no. It means it's okay to fuck up. Embarrass yourself. Go on the stage of life, I mean. Don't perform. Go out there. Try something you don't think you're good at. Maybe you're, thank you for the support. Thank you. You are all awesome is what Krishna is saying. And if you fear your angry cousin who stole your land in the Bhagavad Gita, that's a sin. And Shiva, the lower octave, why your Native Americans scalped you to see your skull, your Golgotha, it wasn't just to be savage. They honored their enemy. The scalping is showing the bones of Shiva. What's the story of Shiva? What does he do? He's the skull and bones man, right? He is a level of Krishna, but lower. Krishna would be everything in one, okay? Everything good and bad. But you have to breathe and simply not need anything to get to him. Everyone needs shit, right? Are you kidding me? So you get Native American scalp. So what happens with Shiva and Nandi the bull? Review. There's a man, he wants a baby. He says Shiva, of course, skull and bones. Yes, the death one, transgender. Homophobia, how? There he is, woman and man. Says Shiva. He has to ask Shiva, the scalper, you're Indians, watch me. Says Shiva, I want a baby. What do? I want a precious child, meaning a Christ consciousness, to rebirth, to be out of ignorance. They're ignorant. When you're born, you're a little baby. You're not a Santos. You're not a Jordan Maxwell. You aren't Michael Jordan. Michael Jackson moonwalking. You're not beatboxing. You're not even being a vegan yet. You are a demon throwing a banana at your mom, and you almost killed your father with that blow dryer in the bathtub. You're Athena. That's a warrior. Right? Babies are warriors. But you need a higher mind. So, Shiva, skull and bones. What do? He says, you sit there and let my termites eat you. Sacrifice something, Shiva says. Metaphor. The man says, okay. He sits there. This is a good myth. It's you. He sits there. This is your Indian scalping. So even in death, they knew who they were. They weren't fucking everyone. They weren't fucking gorillas. They weren't fucking bears. They weren't going in the water and doing sodomy to a dolphin. They stayed in their tribe. But yes, they fought each other because of Venus. But back to that later. But they still honored their enemy. And when they killed them, they didn't reincarnate because they were good people. They were eating good food. They were having right sex. Do you get it? Because you might have to put someone down. So Shiva says, let my termites eat you and show me your bones. Strip your ego. Strip all your tribe, your chief title, right? Even your name, your mohawk. And okay, Shiva. And here are all these bones. The termites come. The term, etymology, know your bones. Come donate, baby. Get your name decoded from me. You see my readings, a psychic. All the termites. He sits there through pain. Me, arthritis, racism, a crazy truther, racist university, pseudoscience astrology, an abusive mom, car accident, arthritis. What again? Mental health, and I'm still here. I didn't pop myself. I could have killed myself many times, y'all. Yes. So as he's doing this, the termites for Shiva, the lower octave Saturn of Jupiter, you can either go to Jupiter or fucking Saturn or Earth or hell. 3 hells. Shiva, Earth, or hell. Look at Santos's behavior and then do the goddamn math. Lust, ignorance, and anger lead you to either animal kingdom or literally Atala, the underworld, with your movie with a female Buffy vampire slayer. What time is it? I gotta be careful, I gotta go to work soon. So, the man allows the term, analogy, the word of God, of Krishna is the termite, red, the Mars. He sits there, and then a baby is born. It's a bull, Taurus field of fire, Nundi. It means joy. But to get to joy, he had to kind of go through what? Death, depression. He scalped himself, Shiva. Wow. Not just savages. And they took that shit, they brought it back to their tribe. I guarantee you, what is it? Silence of the Lambs? Using skin from other people and wearing a mask? Maybe your Native Americans honored that flesh, even it was gross, and they used it and honored who? Shiva, in order to go to Krishna. You must know your Saturn. Don't give in to Saturn, though, because you can. Saturn is about bones and boning it, illusion, right? Literalizing, making things real, idolatry. But you have to honor that deity in order to get to the higher Krishna. Yes or no? Don't hate yourself. Don't fear death. Don't be afraid to go up against a big truther or your mommy, your daddy, or your boss, but be nice about it. Don't go out of your way. When they come for you, I have a produce manager who's an alpha male. Rah, rah. Oh, I said, sir, you are making me very excited right now. I'm very anxious, sir. I said, sir, I think it's very wise that we be calm right now, sir. Anybody? You walked away. Do you get it? They want you to kill them because their mommy and daddy did not give them, oh, you're so good. Hi, you did good. It was never good enough. All of you know that it was never good enough. Well, you come here because you are good enough. You got a solar plexus, the sun review, lunate bone, the moon. Hippocampus is Neptune's chariot. In the Bhagavad Gita, it says Vishnu went on a chariot, and you better rap because hippocampus and etymology relates to hippity hoppity. You better wrap yourself out of being banged. You better wrap yourself out of mind control. You better wrap yourself out of your depression, and don't take your life because you will reincarnate and slow down the process. And you will also cause fish to reincarnate. Yep, sole of your foot is fish. You are all of them. So we're fucking up their reality. We're making them come back all too. Do you understand? Hi. Hi. Must be. But we're dumb today, aren't we? Yes, of course we are. Even me. Yes or no? We don't know the Bhagavad Gita, really. What up, Jane Doe? You survived all that shit and you look fantastic. Me too. Say you look good. Don't wait for someone to come in because you got a haircut, because you got a job, because you're the truther, because you got subscribers. No, say it because you're immortal. For Miguel, rest in peace. Don't kill yourself. Up your kilt? Kilt? Kill. I feel a bit ill, Matic, Nas, ill, yo. Hear your black people. That was ill. My mommy is terminally ill, yo. Elohim. The ER is Ray, the gazer, watching you. Beep, beep. I have compassion. They're fucking with you. ER is Ray, the gazer. Beep. And here you are, mourning. And Krishna's like, they don't get it. You should be celebrating. But because you were cheating and waiting for the will money, unresolved issues, you keep mourning and you will go to who? The meditative, slow, scalping, bones, not evil, but yeah, pedophile god, eating children. Why? Saturn was a fucking baby before it was ripped and looking good. Do the math. Krishna is also in yogurt as a baby, learning himself. So how did Krishna get to be the most high of everything? He had to fuck up and deal with everything and get out of Earth. Now, attachment. Bhagavad Gita says if you were attached to anyone and thing, get the fuck out. Violet Mae Brown was always talking about Santos this, and I want to be with him, but he's abusive. You wanted to get out, but then you wanted to stay. That's attachment, and she's a truther, and he's a truther. That is a sin reincarnation. Doesn't matter what all videos you do, your behavior, your deeds. Detach yourself. What did Krishna do to the tree of life? He chopped it down. Why? He detached himself. He cut his ignorance. He cut and released, but gave you earth, planets, orbs, realities, illusions, good and bad. But he cut away to watch to see if you'd all figure it out. He's like, oh my God, they're all choosing a lover. They're all needing something. They're all afraid of the gangster and the Marines and dying and all the mental health and the medication and the AIDS and the cancer and the chemtrails, the doom and gloom. They're all losing their mind and going to reincarnate. So when Zeus chopped down the tree, Zeus is Krishna, Jupiter. Hi, it's a real orb. Get a P900 camera. They're not balls. Hello, get a camera right now and see Saturn is a is a mist. Purple. Wow. That's why Shiva's purple. Han's purple rain. Look at Venus, a green mist. Hello, Muslims, green flag, wake up. Green veins. Hello, Jupiter too. Mars is a red orb. An infrared. Marines, Miguel was a Marine. Well, that fucking infrared, if he put it back to his head and he meditated and went within, instead of using it as the military does to kill your Arabs, to kill your brown skin, he could have put it back in and said, I'm ready to go because I'm immortal. I don't want to hurt you, but if I got to, I'm ready. But his lieutenant told him to do it, and that was the mistake. His lieutenant said, you better die for your country as opposed to die for your immortality. Die and let go of your skin. Let go of your family. Let go of your computer. Let go of the truth. Let go of subscribers. Let go of the phone. Let go of the dick. Let go of the song. Let go of the talent. Shh. Zeus chopped the tree to detach himself from you and ego, to be the Most High. What will you chop down, y'all? What will you cut down? What will you strip and show Shiva and take off? What will you do? Or will you hold on to it and want it because the will, and then, oh, now I can maybe fuck his wife because the man is dead, and y'all do that at the funeral. Fun for all? Not so fun. Go to funerals and see how much drama over one dead person who has money, which is a sin in Bhagavad Gita. You don't need it. But donations, please. I want to break even. That's okay. Break even. Don't ask for too much. Krishna will forgive that. Do a mantra. Walk barefoot. Watch the sun every time you can. Watch the moon. All phases. You have to do this. I got a bed from watching the moon in the same day, and it says Certa on it. Certa is Lacerta, the lizard constellation. The day before, I said, Lacerta. And my mattress says Certa. Oh, Jay. Well, watch this. I'm not magic. Review. I found a moon card in my house. Moon night. I am a Taurus. Moon. With a pyramid, it was in my room. And I found the heart of a nut, the same shape as the head. The nose of an animal. I am doing the magic. Ask yourself how I did that. Come to my channel. Don't play with yourself. You will learn how to do this. How am I still breathing? This award is in the picture of this video. I'm going to end because I got to go now to work. Very good. This award is a symbol, not of my ego. I did win this. I'm going to tell you why it's important to understand this award and why I used it. It's the circle of life, yes or no, the two Kundalini. I didn't know what it was. Yes or no? I won this award dancing Don Quixote, the ballet. What is Don Quixote about? Quixote means the thigh. Jupiter, Zeus, sews Dionysus Mars into his thigh to protect him from Shiva, Satan, Saturn, meaning your stars are also a low frequency and are waiting for you to fuck up and follow someone who's fucked up. And then Jupiter will say, bye, baby, reincarnate. This is a symbol of me dancing Jupiter, the ballet. And guess what? I was not supposed to dance that day. I was not supposed to be the one to compete. Pete, Jupiter. I got Jupiter, review, the Sun, K2, and Venus, all in Taurus. Libra rising, moon card, award, moon symbol, J, Taurus field. It's a beautiful symbol. And when I won it, I tied with a white Russian dancer. We shared it and held it like this. So I didn't win. I shared it. Good karma. Because if I won it by myself and I didn't give any grace to God, even though I got money for it, years later, reincarnation and bad karma. So a black and a white person, a nigga who was told he could never do classical ballet, is showing you that I've done it and I'm broke right now, but I'm rich with you and I'm ready to go. I have nothing more to do. I've done readings all over the place, never read one astrology book, didn't have to watch Santos for hours. I just went outside and figured it out. It's time for you to do it. It's time for you to be independent and get yourself out of this movement and get ready to die. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. You're Donald Trump, all these people in the Illuminati, they're working on something real big. It's called crashing everything. Take it away because you all need something. And when they take away your mama's phone, who called you an asshole for being a flat earther, she's going to call you like, oh my God, because she needs something. And they're all going to burn in hell. But you must love them and come to me. We will teach you the right way. You must die for something, boo-boo. Let go of your phone. Now, the last thing I'm going to say is this. Rest in peace or breath. Whatever Miguel reincarnates as, I will gladly take that as my pet, as a lesson for me to not end my life, because I've thought about it, and all of you have. Of course you have. It's a sick world. And even the truth movement is a mess. Electric Eye. Thanks for showing us. Thank you for being interested. Double Helix. To cut the tree is to be willing to sacrifice the flesh. There you go. And Double Helix, thank you for being patient. Supposed to have a reading with you, but I got a suicide note today, so thank you. This is heavy shit, y'all. God, wake up. Gray Soul. All my cells are healthy. I am divine light. Nothing real can be threatened. To thy own self be true. Detached. Jane Doe, you survived all that. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Jane Doe, yes, I did know that we are Krishna learning lessons. Really good. Double Helix, OMG. By the way, Bhagavad Gita, Song of the Lord, lost. Wow, Jay, it's lost. So the inverted understanding, if you're lost, Bhagavad Gita is telling you that TV show, Lost Boys, they're preparing you to go down and to be tricked by a Santos. Sorry. An actor? Sorry. A Violet Mae Brown, a female truther? Sorry. Lost is the song of the Lord. No other truther will do that for you. Don't be lost. Lust. Whoop, there it is. Say no to her. Don't go to the club if you're an alcoholic and promiscuous, but everyone said do it, and then you get hurt. It's your fault. I don't want you to get hurt. But Suki invites the vampire into the house. And then, I'm a victim. No, boo-boo. You've been hurting men your whole life. Put that hoo-hoo in a prison. Now, Unicorn, what up? Now. Time is it? Great. I'm almost done. Your crickets that you think are a low frequency. Your Jiminy cricket, they're Gemini. Watch this. The cricket is food for the chameleon. Does it know that? I have a friend here. He has crickets in a cage. Watch this. What do you think your crickets do in jail? They have these ramps and food. What are they doing? What would you and I do? Oh, I'm gonna call my mom. Oh, my phone. Oh, we're in. I can't breathe. When you go to jail, you get put where? In that box. Blackness, Shiva. Close your eyes. Accept it. They put you in the hole. Fire in the hole is your copper sperm. Bring it up. Nothing can hurt you. Go to the hole. Say, I want to go to the hole. I'm interested to see how much more power I can produce from nothing. But you all need shit. Your crickets don't freak out. Your crickets work together. They're very focused. They're going to the wall. Their antennae are not, you can tell. And they're chirping. Dip, 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 dip. They're like, oh, interesting. We know who we are. So nothing can hurt us. So we're just going to use this little box to have their family. They still have sex. They still talk to each other. They communicate. What would you do? You would step on the neck of your brother the minute you were thrown in a room, door locked, as food for a cannibal. Rothschilds. Accept the death. Allow it to happen. But if you have to kill someone and you're a good person, Bhagavad Gita says, you didn't kill them because you didn't live by your actions. Now, your crickets also, they walk on each other in jail. Food for a fucking lizard. They walk on. Did you hear me? They step, but don't hurt each other. Listen. What is Black Friday? All you fucking fat people and you electronic people. I'm gonna crush your skull to get a flat screen. And now we lost Miguel suicidal because you didn't see your child in the back of that flat screen with a flat fucking spirit and a flat fucking heart. Your crickets use the body to get over each other, and then they share space. And the person beneath lets them do it, and they calmly, they're meditating. It's beautiful. They're not fighting. They're meditating, right? So the person below allows the cricket to do all this interesting stuff. I watch nature, not TV. And the cricket on top goes on trapped, and the one below goes the other way and eats food, and they're having fun. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shiva Boom Om Jai Chi. And I'm going to end my live reading this to you all. A man who is not bound by his ego, or a woman, and may have to kill, is not a killer and is not bound by his actions. Rest in peace, Miguel. But don't take your life. Remove yourself. You're immortal. Your animals make it work, but what do? We're waiting, for someone to be comfortable, someone to speak slower, someone to just do it for me. That didn't do it. Well, then you know what? Krishna don't think that way, boo-boos. He don't, I showed you my form. I showed you all the people who worship demigods get stuck in my teeth. You ever get food stuck in your teeth? It's usually meat. It's a lesson. You're about to reincarnate. Be careful, because Krishna gets the demigod worshippers stuck in his teeth in the universal form. Did he use floss? No. You know what he used? Breath. And he spat them back down to hell because they were dumb. That word is used in Bhagavad Gita. Low intelligence. What up, gray soul? Double helix. True black screen is the black mirror. Magic. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Very good. What up, CL Blue? Just found you. I got to leave right now, CL Blue. Please watch this and please y'all share it. And please donate. I do need money, unfortunately. I'm not suffering, but I just moved. So if you can, 25, 10, please. I gave you a lot of good stuff in honor of Miguel. It's not a game. Unicorn, what up? Electric Eye Jaw, very good. Gray Soul, Jane Doe, Zen Enzyme, Electric Jaw, thank you. And Zen Enzyme, thank you for sharing my work. Everyone support that Zen Enzyme, man. Because Dominican Republic, Masonic Dictionary, They're telling you if you go there at a resort, they're going to poison you and you're going to die in the news. Are you kidding me? Wow, that's fucked up, y'all. That is fucked up. You understand me? A, B, C, easy as 1, 2, 3. That's 6. Why Michael Jackson was doing that at 8 years old. A, B, C, you and me, yam. You may. Yeah, I'm born in May. May is Venus. Lucifer shout out. Inverted. You didn't hear the code. You'll reincarnate. Hi, MJ. Everyone plays his music. Fucking pedophile. You're all groupies. You still, if you hear fucking Thriller, anywhere you go to that goddamn DJ and say, hey, man, I was fucking molested. I was beaten up. Could you please not play that guy? But no, we don't do that because, he's popular in Santos, right? Who else is here? Grace Saul. I can't say this name because I'm having a hard time breathing. Sorry, hold on. Let me massage my back. I have a shoulder surgery issue. Addicted to truth. There it goes. I have a knot in my back, by the way. I'm in pain every day, but y'all don't know that. Oh, but someone has an itch and fuck off. Fuck that guy. What up, Jill Ferguson? Zen Enzyme again. Logan Lanthrop. Who else is in here? You got you all. Jane Doe, make sure. A friend. Thank you for your words. Holy cow. Thank you for telling me Vinny Eastwood. Hey, and Vinny Eastwood, I'm sorry for Santos. Vinny Eastwood, this man is not humble. You should never been insulted about your butt being big as you eat meat. In my opinion, I watched your behavior. You were a gentleman, and the one who everyone should look up to is in a low frequency and will reincarnate if they don't come and see me and fucking apologize for throwing their little herpy-riddled girlfriends at me because they didn't want to deal with it. What up, Squirrel Sniper? Oh, it's real, boo-boo. Hi. And I have no STDs, by the way. I get tested. I recommend you ask Santos do the same. Yep. What up, Deontay Cox? Okay, so one more time. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shiva Boom Om, JHE. Love yourself. Support your brother and your sister, but you don't need shit. If you have a need for the greed, it's a part of lust, you will come back and do it again. You want to be in Jupiter and be a light, heavenly body, not gross matter with Shiva, skull and bones, the bush, Darwinists, intellectuals, yes or no? Love yourself, damn it. It could save someone's life. My truth saves lives. It does. What does yours do? Complicate it? Have someone needing you? Wanting some because you're sexy? Because you know what you're doing in bed and you tricked them? Shame on your truthers. It's not looking very good. And I know a lot of meat eaters who have more common sense than Santos Bonacci or anyone who's vegan or starving and fasting and still have an itch and a rash on their back that looks an awful lot like something that might be related to syphilis. Hi. Love yourself. Peace.